being booked all the time just takes up every day, and like I feel like just I don't want to keep making false promises at the shop and being like, oh, I'm gonna be here, I'm not there, you know.
Well, that's the thing I wanted to talk to you about too, as well as like a lot of people don't know the back end, bro. The video editing.
Yeah.
They just think, oh, we just gonna put some videos together.
Yeah, nah, bro. It's different, dog. It's a lot of time, bro.
Without like you, there's no video, bro.
Yeah, bro. Literally. And then what's even worse is like if you're picky, right? Like depending on how your content you want it to come out, like it's the revisions that you have to go do, and bro, it's a lot of time.
Bro, you're just looking at the fucking screen, just back, track, back.
Yeah, my eyes definitely got worse, I think. Like just a little bit, like just straining them, just always on the computer, like well now because I have to do my own clips, you know, of Dreambox, you know, like so for everything that we do for the Grupos, I try to push us to be like, you know what, if someone's gonna do the clips, let me try to do them. But eventually I'm gonna need like some other people to do it because I want to work on like the bigger projects, like
your own project.
Yeah, the things that really matter, like the producing the music videos, you know, like from start to finish. Like I'm more known for like the recaps, whatever, but I want to do more like directing, you know, like
you want to make a movie?
Movies, bruh. But it's definitely in the sense of Grupos, like using people who write, like Hector, to basically like create a story like off of what they write off the lyrics and shit, you know. That's my perspective of the things that I want to do, you know.
That's interesting.
Moving forward. Yeah. Because the music videos and all that is cool, like the recaps is cool, but I'm kind of getting like bored of it. Like I want to test myself. That test is making a movie out of whatever music video, whatever it is that somebody gives me, right? But
that's actually dope. That's actually badass, dude.
No, yeah. So that's my next step of like in the creative realm that I want to start touching.
But okay, so how do you want me to introduce you? This is rolling too, but
fire.
ACAB.
Yeah. Keep it ACAB. Yeah. Okay. I just like. Do you know my real name?
I think it's Adrian, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you told me you were like Adrian, but it was just too loud in the background.
Oh, okay.
But I'm pretty good with names.
Yeah. Sorry, fire.
So when I see the name, I'm like, all right, Adrian. But I don't know if you want ACAB, Adrian,
ACAB. Yeah.
La Hawk, whatever, bro. Like, I don't know, that nickname, he going crazy.
That's it, ACAB. Yeah, that's the one that everyone knows me on.
I mean, Adrian, so I met you at Hector de la M's album party, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But I've been seeing your stuff throughout like the past 2 years. Like seriously, 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. Seriously. It'd be trending like on my reels. Like when early on my podcast, I've been seeing your like video edits.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I was never into the Mexican music scene, but I knew your edits though.
Damn,
right.
Sorry.
And I just want to go straight into the personal side, right? Like,
yeah, definitely.
What's something that amazed me is that I want to say you're right now a single father, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But you're 25.
Yeah.
And you have your own company, Dreambox.
Exactly. Yep.
How do you manage that, to put that together, to tell yourself, I'm going to keep doing this, I'm going to make it happen regardless of what's going to happen outside? Because it's for my kid, it's for me, and it's my dreams.
Definitely. Both. I think the biggest thing is like what you said is having a realize that I'm a single father, right? That I'm going to have to do this on my own, right? Like mom's in the picture, don't get me wrong and everything, but it's just when you're raising a son, the dad's always got to be there, you know, and only because if you're not, then that's where other problems start to come from, right? Like, so if my son has the opportunity to have me, then, you know, it's in my best interest to go ahead and do what I can to show him that, you know, anything in this world, you know, is for you if you just go out there and go get it. And so essentially what happened was, right, me and my baby mama just didn't see eye to eye on things. And then we're just like, you know what, we're just going to move forward with our own lives, yada, yada, yada. But for me, it was like, I didn't want to move on in my life in the sense of like I just don't want to struggle with, you know, having another like person or another person to take care of, just because that being by yourself and raising your kid by yourself is hard. Thankfully, I got my parents, and the other ones are the reason that told me, you know, I think we gotta find a way for you to do what you want to do, because what you were doing is it's really, we could tell that you're depressed, you know. And my parents told me that.
Yeah.
Like they were straight up, you know, and God bless them for that. That they were like, you know what, our kid don't look happy, you know, and he's a dad and all that. Don't get me wrong, like it was great. It's dope being a dad, but as far as like having it for me at the time, I was puppying Can I curse?
No, do whatever you
Okay.
want. Yeah.
I was pumping shit out of porta potties.
Okay.
Right. So that's what I was doing for about just 2 years because I dropped out of college. Right. When COVID happened, I was like, well, what's the point of me paying all this money?
Yeah.
And I have to go online, like, man, I just dropped out. So I dropped out,
For sure.
got my CDL, started driving. But the first thing I started doing was, in order for me to become a garbage man at the time, I had to become a pit stop driver. And that's basically pumping porta potties, anywhere they sent me to.
Right.
Right. It was cool, but I was making money. Right. Like I was with my girl, my baby mama at the time. We were chilling there. Everything was good. But then came something happened in between our relationship, just broke us off, and then we just fell out of love for each other. That's what it was.
Common.
And at the end of the day, once we fell out of love, I started to be like, hey, what's my reason of being here, right? Like, I'm a dad, cool, but like, am I happy? Like, well, what am I doing? Like, I didn't like having to go up to people and telling them that I was like pumping shit out of porta potties for a living. They'll ask me, bro, you got a nice car. How do you do this? How do you do that? But in reality, what I was doing was the worst thing to me in the world. Like who wants to do that, bro?
For sure.
Like, and in that aspect, one day, bro, shit literally hit the fan. I was pumping out a porta potty. I got video of it and everything. Me quitting that day, everything. And I was always into cameras. I always had my camera bag next to me, just to be like, one day I'm just gonna do it. Never did it, just had it there. I'm pumping out the porta potties. Next thing you know, it clogs because it's a big ass vacuum.
Yeah.
So I'm pumping it out. It clogs. I'm like, fuck. So I'm lifting the lever, closing the lever, trying to unclog it. The last time I open the lever, everything just blows back out of the porta potty. And I'm wearing PPE, protective equipment. So I had my mask on. I had a face guard. So nothing crazy got on me, but it was the fact that it got on me. I'm like, I got out of that porta potty. I'm like, bro, what the yada yada yada, bro? What am I doing in my life? Is this all that I could do? Because when I was going to school, I was studying to be a nurse and all that. And because COVID happened, it really killed that energy in me. So I was like, what's the fastest way I could go get money? And it was CDL. So when that happened, when all that doo-doo exploded on me, I got out that, porta potty, I was slamming everything. I was like, bro, I got to change my life. Like, for me this time, like, for what I want to do. And literally, I got in the car, and at the time, before things happened, I had a Chrysler 300, all white interior. I sat inside it, all green, all blue, because I couldn't get home, So I was like, seeing that and going through it and then just looking at my camera, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to say F it and go for it because my parents told me to. And because once they saw me get home and they were like all blue and they're like, is this really what you want to do, Adrian?
Damn.
But,
but you were like 21, 22?
Exactly, 21, 22. My son was just a year old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was like, everything was just so quick, right? So I started seeing, my baby mama moving on, and that started to hit me, right? And then I'm over here, doing to me, the worst thing that somebody could do. I mean, money is good, don't get me wrong, but sometimes money just don't buy you happiness at the time, right?
Yeah.
And then so...
you were worth more.
Exactly.
And you wanted to do more, yeah.
Exactly. So once I felt literally the lowest... to me, that was like the lowest point in my life. Like, I literally have someone else's feces on me. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
by choice, right? I'm working. That's by choice, right? So to me, that I never wanted to feel that feeling again. So literally picked up that camera, started making videos, started taking pictures of just random things.
And let me ask you this then, because a lot of people get this mistaken. I believe it's mistaken. Okay. When you had your son, do you think that was the start of your career, as it actually helped you enhance your career? Because, a lot of people might say, I have a kid and it just ruined everything. Yeah, it hurts. But maybe it just actually is the reason why it made you explode. I think I understand where they come from when they say that, because in the beginning, it's hard, right? It's the waking up every day. They're newborns, right? They need your attention. Like, again, I was fortunate enough to have my parents with me, my little sister with me, and they were taking the roles when I couldn't, where I had to go to work at night, where I had to go work at the 12-hour shift, right? And for them to be like that, like, bro, that shit, it's really tough. So what
I started to feel, even though I was getting a bag working at that place, and I say my son growing up for the first year, it's that feeling of what, like, I think when he turned a year old, I was like, my son's gonna go to school soon.
Yeah.
What is what is he gonna tell the people that he's with? Like, oh, my dad pumps shit for a living, you know? And that started playing with me, you know? And then I was just like, again, it just goes back to what can I do? And so for me, when he turned a year and I started to realize like he was talking and he's taking on my role, like my character, like how I am playful and all that, and that's how he is now. I started to realize, bro, I really do mold, you know, the kid you have, you know, like that. It's true. Like whatever you feed into your son or daughter, whatever it is,
He mimics.
it mimics it like to the fullest, you know. And you just have to be careful because then now it's like planted the seed of what they're gonna think later on in life, right? So I was like, luckily again, I'm learning how to be a parent, and my parents are still parenting me on how to be a parent. You
That's
know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
That's crazy.
So, and I'm thankful for that because at that time, again, I thought, you know, in my parents' eyes, I'm doing well because money's good. I'm doing good as a dad. But they saw again the what was deteriorating me, which was like, this is all I could do. And so when when my son started to speak, is when things changed because like when he's able to call for me, now I'm like, oh, it's game time. Like my son's now looking for me and he's calling my name, you know? So now I have to push through and be like, is this like, what is it in my life, right? Because we only live once, that, you know, am I gonna like, what kind of legacy I'm gonna leave for my son, really, you know? And so, like I said, that being, I'm doing what I'm doing, I had to do something at that moment. And so after he started talking, I literally started just being all invested into everything that I was doing. And from there, again, it's only because of my parents.
Hey,
Like
that's crazy. That's crazy though, because you have an amazing resume right now. At 25, only being 4 years into this, technically 3 years, right?
Yeah, literally.
What was the start then? How did you actually enter where? Because bro, it's a
Yeah.
niche video. You can video edit like someone skateboarding, a fucking porno,
Yeah, bro.
anything, bro. So
Anything.
like, how did you figure out that you wanted to do music specifically?
Yeah, so it was that specifically was crazy. So even though I was, you know, getting money and yada yada yada, I was out all the time trying to chase like whatever that happiness is, right? So I'm buying bottles, I'm yada yada yada.
For sure.
That was my regular. But I was also being a dad, you know, like learning how to be a dad. And obviously I will only go out on the weekends I don't have them, right? But at the end of the day, like it was that satisfaction and of like music that I've always loved, right? Like I've always been a fan of music. Before anything, I was a choreographer for quinces.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so me and my boy John, love you, bro. My boy John, bro, we would do quinces for almost like since I was 15, no, 16 going on to like 20, just getting paid, just doing quince and dances, choreography, yada yada. So music's a thing in me. And then when I got into like the banda, because I was never in the grupo realm, right? Until Hector Lerame like came around my life, right? And then that's when he was in the old Vanguardia. And then at the time, like I was like, hey bro, you know, we were cool just as friends. I was like, hey bro, can I slide with you one day? Like to just come take some pictures or, you know, whatever it is. Like I'm trying to start this new thing. He's like, no way, you know, you're into it. I was like, yeah, brother, let me see what's up. So then from there, I didn't realize like, oh, this is kind of fun. Like this is like this grupo scene is kind of fun because back then there wasn't really people doing like BYOB backyard recaps, right? So I started doing it, right? So that's how I found my niche was ain't nobody doing promotions for these BYOB, so let me try to make a video off of it. You know? And the first one I did was with K-Bros. It was at a Privado here in Chicago. Again, I walked in, I didn't know anybody at the time because I didn't pop out. I popped out to the clubs, but because all I listen to now, and I still do, is English music, right? At the time, I didn't know anybody because, again, it's Spanish music. I was like, it's not kind of my thing, but I'm here to record, do my thing.
For sure.
Bounce. So at the time, I'm at K-Bros, and I did a recap of the night, and then literally that was my first video I uploaded on Instagram. Got like 20K views. The first time I was like, oh, dang, okay, this is kind of fun. The number game is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, seeing that I could see that 20,000 people saw my thing, and I only have 200 followers at the time. You know, so I'm like, damn, this is pretty cool. Like, I want more of it. And then I started hitting up Grupos randomly, like for free. Like, hey, bro, let me slide with you. Like, let's do something together, you know?
Freelancing and stuff, right?
Yeah, basically. So I did everything for free. I was telling bro, let me just pull up with you because I was new to this Grupo life, right? I didn't know you could go to the recording studio, you know, that there's actual camera setups for in vivos and stuff like that. And I fell in love with like the production of everything. And I was like, bro, you could literally make a movie off of this camera. So essentially, me going to, you know, those backyard parties and picking up that camera and learning how to do the recaps is really what took off of like my career. As far as like, I mean, obviously now like I do in views and all that, but a lot of times I get booked for my recaps, you know? So at the time, I mean, I wasn't really doing crazy edits, but it was something new that people didn't expect. Like, oh, we're having videos that are BYOB, you know, like that wasn't a thing.
So you actually just paved the wave then in Chicago then.
I want to say
One of the first.
Yeah, I want to say so. Just because I mean, as far as the BYOBs and the Grupos, definitely 100%. I feel like because I feel like you could do it at the clubs like V Live and all that, but it's the nitty gritty ones. It's the ones that you're popping champagne out, and you know, it's those events that people didn't go to at the time, and then obviously now they're everywhere. You know, you go to parties, there's hella cameramen at those places.
Which one's one of the best clubs to actually go do these recaps, to actually be that has that environment that you're looking for to actually film?
Clubs?
Yeah.
In
Chicago,
this new one, this new spot, it just hasn't. It's new. That's why. Shout out to Viva. It's a new spot that they got, called La Galeria. I think it's gallery.
Okay.
It's literally right next to Gold Coast. It is beautiful. Like, it is gorgeous. Right. The setup, I think we just got to work on the setup. It's kind of small, but aesthetically, it's really nice. Not gonna lie, the spot that I used to always love shooting there was Mansion.
Dude, what happened to this is off topic. What happened? I saw.
Oh, bro, yeah, there was just some shorty that, you know.
No. I was driving to.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, Actors thing. It just said sold.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah. I think there might be just changing the name, basically.
It makes sense business, like, you know, sell the place.
Yeah.
The same person from the same business rebuys it, change the name.
Whatever. Yeah, exactly.
Change the name, that's it.
Try to change the environment. Let's be honest, bro. Like, to be like, that's kind of just grimy to be in the same place that's happened. Yeah,
dude, that was crazy.
Me personally, I don't see myself being able to go back to that spot for that reason. You know, just for to me, it's like being respectful.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't want to go have fun, go drink where someone was doing the same thing.
But that was a security, right? The security guard. I don't know
exactly. Yeah, it was. I think it was a security guard that was hired that ended up.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I don't know. I saw that. I was just like off topic right now. I was just like, in my mind, I was like, wait, Mansion closed. But speaking about Mansion, though, going in there and you're surrounded with all these grupos. Obviously, as a video editor, there's some annoying factors where it's just like, you know, you get annoyed and you're just like, you want stuff perfectly, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's like even a musical too, they're just like, when they're with a producer, you're like, oh, I wish he doesn't like tells me, interrupts me, right? So what's like a thing that annoys you that these grupos, you don't have to name drop, but like these grupos, you don't like what these grupos do when you're filming?
When I'm filming, honestly, bro, I'm not even that type of guy that's like, I guess the only thing is when they tell me like, hey, bro, make sure you don't get me doing this or that or talking to this person or that person. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, like, just, okay, then don't talk to him. Just follow him on here. You know, like, you hired me to be here, bro. Like, I'm gonna record everything. And when I'm on the table, like, I mean, editing, I'm not remembering that you told me that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm too into the video to make sure it comes out fire. And the part that I thought it was fire might get you caught up. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, dang. So sometimes that happens a lot. And I mean, that's the only thing. Most of the times I'm the one that's telling them to do things like, oh, let's get off the stage. Oh, let's go into the group. Let's go give a shot to the shorties, you know, yada. Or just because, again, I think that's what just creates the energy of the video. And I just like to if you hired me, I'm gonna direct you a little bit just to make sure we get that video how it's supposed to be.
For
You know
sure,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Because I feel like any video that, any environment, any place, any amount of people that are there, you can make it lit. It's just how you go into the day of how to shoot it. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like, okay, I need to make sure I get those over the shoulder shots to make it look like it's packed. You know, people are holding up their phones. It makes it look like it's like dramatically. There's a video I just about to drop. Like there was literally 20 people there, but it looks like there was like 100, 200
It's
people
the
there.
angles you get, right?
Yeah, it's the angles. It's literally the angles. So
do you run these, what's it called? I want to say the Grupos social media?
so basically they run their own social media pages, right? And I'm the one that's giving them the content, everything that they need to go ahead and go about it.
Okay.
I could, but that's when we talk about, you know, just putting in a little bit more because now I'm literally running your page, right? And what that goes to show, like people think it's easy. It's not easy. Like clipping is not easy, you know, and essentially we're our own promoters at the end of the day, right? Until someone else in the world starts to clip our stuff, we literally have to do it ourselves. You know, if not, then we're just always gonna be behind because everyone else is doing it.
Yep.
You know, so TikTok, Instagram is so saturated with people doing the same thing that we're talking about. And there's like millions of us that have the same exact idea, doing the same exact thing. But what is it that separates, you know,
Yeah.
the creator, right? It's, to me, it's always like one, how you always start the video, right? And then just the production of it, like how good of it looks.
Yep.
You know, like let's be honest. I don't think a lot of times like iPhone footages get good views unless it's like a grupo singing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Otherwise, it's like you're used to seeing regular everybody in the garage, you know, shooting the video.
Just right there, like acting like they're VIP.
Yeah, exactly. But until it works, then it works, you know, because then you could do that all the time, and now you're running numbers easily just shooting videos in your backyard.
But as a video editor, then because I know you look through other social media, other Grupo social media, right?
All the time.
What's something they're missing that sucks? That's normally just like, dang, like, that's, you know, this is why you gotta hire me.
Definitely, I want to say it's just the creativity part of things. Like, I think they just get scared of like expressing like their idea, and that like I think that's what draws back a lot of work from other people, is that like when someone goes ahead and gives you like their storyline, like to me, I feel like it's my job to just try to bring their ideas as much to life as possible, and then I'll start to bring in my little, oh, maybe we should do this instead, do that or whatever. So it's like this, just being the openness of willing to do other things, right? And for me, I'm very directive, right? Like if we're on set and like for example, like we hire models, right, for our music videos, for the Grupos that we have. Yeah, for Dreambox, we have Dream Girls, right? That's our thing.
That's dope.
So sometimes I have to do poses that, you know, the Grupos are looking at me, and I'm telling the ladies that, you know, you gotta look like
that a little bit short.
Yeah, you know, and they're like, what? You know, like yo, these guys, he's like that, you know. And I'm, at the end of the day, it's like if I show that side to them, now they're way more comfortable here being at the shoot.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Now the comfortability of everything no longer feels like we're at work. Like we're all collectively now trying to build this movie. You know, and I think that's always the thing that I bring, is like I'm trying to involve everybody's ideas, everybody's thoughts. And when it comes to actually directing things, I'm going to be nitpicky to what you told me you want.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Just to make sure we try to get it live, you know? And again, I think it's always it's always funny when guys always be staring at me when I'm directing models and stuff like that.
They're like, bro, you play for that team, bro.
Like, what the heck? Like, how you know how to look, how to do that move? I was like, what the? Bro, chill, bro. I'm a choreographer, bro.
But as a video editor, then obviously there's a ton here in Chicago, bro. Just like anything else, any niche. Well, what is something that some video editors fail to do for the services that they lack on, right? Because like you're trying to stand out.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, Dreambox right there. You're trying to make it to the next level, and you are.
Yeah.
Because you're going back to Cali and back to here. But we'll get to that in a second. What are other videographers just not doing correctly?
I think with me, it's just like, well, what I see is just like, understanding that you have a very limited amount of time to get people's attention, you know, and by that I mean like literally the first 4 seconds, 5 seconds of your video counts, matters, right? Like in any video you drop on TikTok, regardless, it's the hook, it's how you start the video, it it's literally how you get people to gauge to the rest of the video. You know, there's so many videos in this world people are going through every day, and what is it that they're gonna stop, you know, 2 seconds of their time to be like, oh wait, what was it that I just saw? You know, and at that point you win. But what I feel like what happens now is people are so comfortable with shooting longer forms of content and forgetting that the shorter forms of content I feel like are more needed nowadays because restaurants need it, you know. School, I mean, football teams need it. Everybody needs it.
Yep.
Short form content is the way to go when it comes to trying to disperse your portfolio and trying to show, you know, your clientele is like, oh, I'm able to not only shoot recap videos, I could shoot your grand opening, I could shoot weddings, I could shoot, you know, now I'm opening the doors to everything outside of just musicals, like music work, right? But the music work is essentially what had opened the door for me to do all this other work, you know, because then I got put on with people that started getting married that were from Grupos or bandas or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, I got this under my portfolio now. And now I got like all this other stuff. So now I'm able to go up to anybody and be like, look, I got work for commercials, commercial work. I got work for businesses, for barbershops, for whatever it is.
Right.
You know, so now my portfolio is able to be, you know, dispersed differently than a lot of videographers here where they're just making content off of just one thing, really, you know, like the nightlife or the day life, or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like it's either,
You're stuck in one niche.
yeah, one niche. And at that point, like you can't expect yourself to grow.
You gotta
You know?
diverse your profile.
Have to.
Anything you do, bro.
And anything.
Yeah.
Because in that specific profile, it's saturated already. There's a lot of people that shoot that same specific niche. Now what happens is the other stuff that I talked about is what are you gonna do in that first couple of seconds to have people come back to follow what you do and what your niche is, you know? I always think that's important.
And that's why I love when you bring that up too. But I love when people try new stuff because they're experimenting. Because before I started going with the Grupos at Chicago, though, I did politics.
Yeah.
I've done pranks. I've done everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've done pranks. I've done clubs. I don't get embarrassed.
But have you done like YouTube videos, like
YouTube vlogs.
Oh,
I got vlogs of travel vlogs, bro. I've done a good. I've only been doing it for like 2.5 years. Pero the Chicago Grupos, it's literally just been like 8 months. But I've done politics. I've even talked to a santero. I've done a lot. Pero, and I like that because you have to diverse in Spanish and English.
Yeah, definitely.
Just so when someone meets you, they look at your profile, like you said, it's diverse, right? You're not scared to dabble with videographer to musician to a politician.
Yeah, definitely.
Or even a businessman.
Oh, that's fire. I didn't know that. I didn't. I thought it was strictly music. This is what you know.
No, bro. This just started popping just because, thank God. But like it opened doors.
Yeah.
And then when I go to Miami, bro, I've traveled to Connecticut to film a businessman.
Fire.
I've been to Cali. I filmed the trainer of Julio Cesar Chavez and the UFC fighter Blake Bowder. So I've done different niches, bro.
That's fire.
But and I'm not scared to dabble with it, which is why I like how you're doing it, because like Grupos just open the doors for you, but then it takes you to another place.
Yeah, definitely. It did. Yeah.
And that's the thing I like when people diverse it. But with this, what made you the connection over there to California then? To Street Mob, right? I heard that correctly, Street Mob?
Well, I'm helping out. I try to help them out sometimes, yeah. So what basically their merch line. So my boy Walter, bro, I love that guy to death, bro. So I don't want to say I'm 100% connected because they work with a lot of guys, right?
Yeah.
But I've been blessed to, you know, them to text me and be like, hey, bro, we want to test out, you know, how you do and
For sure.
how you work or whatever. And so can we send you videos and see what you could cook? I was like, bet. I was expecting like footages off of like a Canon, like the red cameras, you know. I was expecting some crazy color grading things I was gonna do.
For sure.
But it was videos that they took off the phone, like iPhone videos, and they were like, we want to see what you could do. What can you do with all these iPhone videos? And I was like, well, I don't know, because I never shot anything off iPhone, whatever. So they sent me like a shared album. And so it's all their collective, their drop recently, the Coastal drop.
Okay.
So they were just like, we already got the like the commercial side of the video already done of it, but we just wanted to have like a behind the scenes of us shooting the commercial. Obviously, I didn't go fly out there or nothing. So they sent me the drive, and they're like, "How fast can you do it?" I was like, "Bro, just give me tonight." And I finished it, sent it to him. But like, bro, my boy Walter, bro, yeah, love you, dog. I love Walter. And then that guy just gives game out to everybody. Like, he's a dope photographer. He knows how to just move. And again, that guy has he don't know yet, but he's changed my life for here in Chicago as far as the credibility of my work. Right?
He's from Chicago?
No, he's not. He's from LA.
Okay.
He's Forza de Hilas photographer.
Oh shoot.
Yeah,
Okay.
JLP's photographer.
Yeah, for sure.
Dope. Love that guy. But they was like, what can you do? So I basically sent them the footage. They texted me back. They're like, bro, this is so fire. They're like, next time you come to Chicago, we come to Chicago, can you come out with us on like their pop-up? So they came here for their pop-up event here in Chicago with I think Chu Ying was here. It was Chu Ying.
A couple of months ago, right?
Yeah, it was recently. It was recently. And they were like, oh yeah, if you want to slide, bro. I had a quinceañera booked that day, right? And like and I understand, yeah, bro. Oh no, not choreography, videography.
Oh, videographer, okay.
Yeah, so shout out my boy Chris. That was the same day. My boy Chris got me booked for that gig. He was like, hey bro, can you slide over? We need a videographer for quinceañera. He's like, can you do it? I'm like, hell yeah. So I went. I knew the Forza de Hela concert was that night.
Yeah.
Later on in the night, that's when we went to go shoot. But the pop-up was during the hours that I was going to be at the quince, right? So I was like, I'm chilling. I get the call from Walter. He's like, hey, bro, we're here in Chicago. You think you could pull up? I was like, oh, no way. So we go pull up. And I ended up having to call my other cameraman to be like, bro, you have to come to this quince right now and film for me because they're asking me to go shoot this pop-up. I don't know who's going to be there, but I want to be there. Like,
Yeah.
So my guy came through. I was able to go, leave the quinceañera. I told them, like, hey, I got, you know.
Were they pissed?
Yeah. Nah, they weren't pissed. They knew that I worked in the team.
Okay.
So now the guy was coming eventually, but I told him to come now, and I'm going to leave. And so, yeah, I was able to leave. And then got to this. I got to the spot looking all spiffied out because I was in a quince.
Yeah,
you know. So I'm wearing like too much.
Overly dressed, bro.
Overly dressed, bro. Oh, I was like, but I didn't want to talk about them. But I was like, whatever. Started recording. Made the video the same day and produced it. I mean, they dropped it, and I was just like, bruh, this is really happening. Like, I'm really being able to work with these guys. You know, like regardless if I get like one of them I got paid for, the other one is like, regardless if I get paid for it or not, it's an opportunity that I'm working with these guys. You know, it's for my resume. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that's important, you know.
Did you end up like actually personally meet him? Like,
no, I wish. Oh my God, not yet, bro. Not yet. Not yet. But like I said, his team, his boys, you know, definitely at the time had trusted me with the work, and they're like, hey, you know, whenever we got the opportunity to work, you know, we're gonna hit you up. And I'm like, bro, whatever it is, whatever y'all want, whatever day, bro, tell me, and I'm there. But again, just because, I feel like I bring different ideas to the table, and you know, their music is literally all I really listen to, right? Because they're like, to me, a staple of all this, right? Like this genre of music that we listen to. So I really studied their music videos. Like, the music videos are raw. I love Miguel. That's the videographer, bro. Crazy. All their music videos are so fire. I try to imitate them as much as possible, but at the end of the day, like, the production is
high class,
way bigger, you know. So, but those are guys that I've been inspired by since day one. Like, when the first recap video was a Fuerza de Hila song, Fuerza de Hila song, you know. So for me to be like, man, at least I got the opportunity to work with them or say, hey, what they posted, that's mine. Wow, that's a blessing enough for me.
So with having that experience and then the vision, because you have a vision and not, because you done some quinceañera, so you know how to tell people, yo, do this because it's gonna catch. How can you bring that over here then? Or, well, you are bringing it in Chicago, pero how can you actually make it come alive then, that people can do differently? Yeah,
so I guess now, and shout out, with me, there's no hate in this game, like, because there's a lot of hate in this Grupos world, right?
Yeah.
And there also is with the video side of things, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of competition, right? However, the way I see it is like we're just testing each other's capabilities or creativity, right? So, well, I feel like what we could do here in Chicago differently is one, write our own songs,
Hmm.
so that when we're able to express the video to its fullest, right,
Yeah.
and not have to pay somebody else, right? Because that's what happens. You upload the cover,
Yeah.
you're making somebody else some money because it's not your song, you know? So if you're writing a song that's yourself, and now we're able to give that song all that energy that we were going to give to that cover video
For sure.
to your own song, now we're able to generate the 100% of where that song comes from. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
interesting. Whoa, wait, that's actually interesting. So when you make the cover, it's like making a YouTube video. You make the thumbnail first,
Yeah.
then you play out the video.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the way I see it is like when you make a cover song is like you, well, well, it's not what I like. I mean, it's literally in the book. You split like 50% of what you make on, like, I think Apple Music or whatever it is. I'm not sure of the statistic, but you have to split a lot of your percentages with the person who originated the song. So if you go ahead and make a music video, and a dope music video,
Yeah.
and you know it blows up, unfortunately you're not getting 100% of your YouTube earnings. Your
For sure. For
you
sure.
know, it's half of it's got to go to the person that's made the actual song. So what I try to stress is, if we're gonna go ahead and put all this, get the Lambos, get the girls, get the all this, like, it better be your song.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because if not, then what's this point? What's the point of trying to make it off of somebody else's song that's already hit? You know,
For
like,
sure. Like a cover, you want to say,
yeah,
right?
bro, like a cover. You know, so that's what I try to stress now is like, if we're gonna do music videos, like, let it be your own, and that when it comes to creative side of this, like, let's do it all. Like, let's bring we could get the helicopter, we could get the,
For sure.
you know what I'm saying? Like, those are things that we could rent out for like a, what, $200, $300.
Rent out
Like,
on the roads for
I'm
equipment.
quick. Like, hey, bro, can you just fly past me real quick? Like,
Uh,
you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the things that people are scared to go ask for. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, that's kind of what I want to bring, is like that crazy movie style into music videos. You know what I'm saying?
so who have you actually filmed for, like an action music video here in Chicago?
So like music videos, it's mainly here in Chicago. Like, oh, besides Hector La M, we went to California. We went to shoot with Banda Fantastica. It was in Vivo. That was like last year. So
What song though?
I don't even know. It was like three of them. It was three different songs. I don't know if one of them. I think one of them was Hector songs, and then the rest two were covers. But yeah, that's the only reason why I went out there at that time.
Okay.
Yeah. But for music videos officially, that's what I'm trying to say, that I want to dabble into that now, because I do it here in Chicago, but not a lot of grupos want like official videos like that, like a Lamans type of video, like those type of videos. They want like the backyard, the rancho, the
The
en vivo,
yeah.
the lives. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we need to like step away from that. Like,
You think we
let's do
bring
some
back like
more.
2010 banda?
Yeah.
Like the slow mo?
The slow mo, the arguing at the shorty, the fake low, like that's the music videos I want to shoot. You know, like
Okay.
throwing glass at the floor, boom, burning a flower, just stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's my type of energy for videos. You know.
But like besides Hector's, then like who have you filmed? Le Mans?
No, I wish. No. So those are again, those are my guys. IX7, he takes care of them, I believe, and then Leo from Outtake Media also takes care of them. But music videos other than my grupos, not a lot of music videos that are shot here that are mine. Like most of them I think are like films or IX7,
Okay.
to be honest. But music videos other than the grupos that are signed to my label, no, not really a lot.
Shoot.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's the avenue that I haven't touched, and I feel like once I touch it, like, oh, it's game over.
What about rappers?
I mean, to be honest with you, the way I see it is like, if a grupo is willing to spend $700, $800 for an official video, it's gonna be harder for one person that's like a rapper to pay that same 700, or be more hesitant or be more picky, because it's one person spending that 700 other than splitting it amongst everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they're willing to do more things with that. Like, oh yeah, we do this, and the third, because we're splitting it between 5 people.
For sure.
So with rappers, it's like, they're so picky, but
They're more difficult.
they're way more difficult just
Jeez.
because, you know, they're like, oh, let me see that again. Oh, let me see it. Oh, let me see how it shoots. Now let's do it again. Let's do it. And then the video looks the same. You know what I'm saying? As many times as we take it, it's just because I don't like how it look.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, bro, it's not my fault. You know, like, bro.
Like you look like that, bro. You ugly.
That's not up to me, bro.
Yeah,
It's got, you know, so I told him, I was like, bro, now I just try to just stay with like Grupos and the commercial side of things.
For sure.
Yeah, exactly.
But you also mentioned too, you want to make it to a production, like a
Yeah.
movie quality.
Movie, yeah, exactly. Like
So when,
cameras everywhere.
do you really need high class, great stuff to actually start editing? Because a lot of people think, oh, bro, you need this $5,000 laptop, this camera, this whatever. Like, what do you need specifically?
Me personally, and literally, there's a whole. I've been recording for the past 2 years, low key, of myself, like from the grind, from starting Dreambox. So now, right? So, and grand opening coming soon, by the way.
For sure.
So, basically, with that, I've been trying to keep it easy and like wait, what was the question you asked me again?
I said pretty. Oh, dude, I actually forgot.
Oh, the high quality stuff. So basically, to me, I feel like the highest quality things that you definitely need is the laptop. You know, because you got to pump out like movie, you know, 422-bit, 10-bit, all that into a computer that's actually capable of like handling the software, because it's a lot. Like you'll run into Premiere Pro and start running out of issues that, oh, bro, I'm out of storage or whatever it is. The application closes and then you end up losing the project. Like, so to me, I feel like the most important thing is definitely getting the mother of the things right, which is where you produce and where everything comes exported out of, which is a laptop. So I feel like if you have that, you could edit anywhere, right? Because me, bro, I'm a single father. As long as I got my laptop, my kid is literally taking a shower. I'm right there editing as he's taking the shower. You know what I'm saying? So when he's sleeping, same thing, editing, take a shower. So that portability for me, love it. I have a Mac, so that's
sure.
that's
the best.
currently what I have.
Yeah. DaVinci, right? You use DaVinci?
I use I'm definitely with DaVinci. DaVinci's kind of hard, but I use more Premiere Pro just for like tomorrow content.
For sure.
People that book me and give me like want to get content out the next day. Premiere Pro. DaVinci, I just feel like takes a long time because you got to color grade, and not only that, like I'm new at the software, so there's a lot of little stuff that I have yet to know on DaVinci. You know what I'm saying?
What about Final though? Final Cut?
Final Cut, I grew out of that. I liked it in the beginning, but I felt like understood Premiere Pro more because there was more YouTube videos on it. Like at the time when I was like looking up like I don't think I could do it now, like backtrack, just because I'm too far into Final Cut. Then now I'm learning After Effects. So for me to go back and go use Final Cut and learn it again, I feel like it's just gonna take me a little bit too much time to figure it out. I have it, all that, but again, I'd rather use CapCut or Premiere Pro.
That's crazy.
Or than the Final Cut. Only because again, I never gave the software a chance, really. You know what I'm saying? So I've just been like, I have it, but I'm just like, I kind of prefer Premiere Pro. That's kind of my thing.
How do you then approach to these? Because specifically, then you're just Grupos. We just know that you're not with the rappers.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So when you're approaching these Grupos, how do you offer your services then?
So basically, a lot of times the BYOBs is those privadas that I'm at. And I'm like, hey, bro. In the beginning, right? Because what we do now is we take the group images, right? We do the whole portada, the whole, like, I don't know if you've seen when they do the flyers and whatever.
For sure.
That's what we do, is we get them bunched up, we make their logos, we do the whole designs, agenda, the whole thing, you know? So we do for everything from you need to start a group to the end of it, you know what I'm saying? That's the ideology that we try to bring, you know? So what we always try to do is like, shit, I forgot my train of thought.
No, you're just mentioning like you're making the posters, you're doing your...
Wait, go ahead.
You're doing the posters, you have to do it from scratch.
Yeah, so yeah, I totally forgot where I was gonna go with that. Yeah.
I mean, pretty much it's just like when you're making these flyers, like how do you approach these Grupos, their services? Like, hey, like, this is what I do.
Oh yeah, so basically after that, so I get them to be like, oh, yo, I did your portada, right? By the way, since you did my portada, I did your portada, I'll give you like $100 off of the music video, whatever it is. So that way you continue to get business. And then at that point, I draw a friendship, right, with them. So now it's like, if you go anywhere else, why are you going to go anywhere else? You know, you got me here. You know what I'm saying? So I could do whatever You need me to do
Yeah,
as far
yeah,
as
yeah.
content. You know what I'm saying? So what I always try to tell people is like when you're out and partying, bro, go talk to people. Like,
Yeah.
give them your business card. Go tell them to follow you on Instagram. Like, it doesn't cost you much to go do that. But people are definitely scared to go do it, you know, because they're like, oh, but there's other videographers that are already doing it. That's got more cameras. That's got the money to do the bigger stuff. But bro, everyone gave everybody a chance before. You know, like I feel like there's a lot of Grupos here that now need cameramen more than ever because they see how much beneficial it is
The social media
to
aspect,
have.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
that
sure.
you need it. You need it.
Yep.
Like, even though like you could, record off the iPhone and stuff, it's
Mm.
something about sometimes you're going through Instagram and you're seeing that high quality video that's gonna make you stop.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
than seeing just the regular iPhone videos. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how difficult is it? Because I just saw this. I was scrolling through my TikTok and I saw this comment, which actually it's a true. The older grupos turn their back on social media.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not gonna lie. I noticed that a lot, or that they're codo, you know, like they're
Mm,
very like, I don't want to put my money into this because I feel like they're already out the door with the grupo scene. You
mm,
know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like the older people are just like, well, I'm already all you see is the young people posting, you
for
know.
sure.
And I feel like that comes in the way sometimes. Is like, do I have that much time to invest in myself that these guys have left of years? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Do you think it's an insecurity thing within themselves?
100%. Yeah, because then what happens is you become older and maybe become a little more stingy with your money, right?
For sure.
Or clear headed of what you're gonna invest your money in.
Yeah.
And some dudes are like, we're 50 years old, whatever. And we're gonna get models that are 24
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, are we really gonna continue to do it like this? Or, you know, at the end of the day, it comes a time where you got to question yourself, like, is this eventually gonna fall for me, or is this is it? Like,
Yeah.
you know. And again, it just put out to me. It pushes my groups like to be like, if there's other people out there that are doing new iPhone videos, why are we slacking and we got all these cameras?
For
You
sure.
know, like we need to be on it. And so I think with the other grupos, I feel like they just, one, they're scared, two, they're not really taking it that serious.
Mm.
And then lastly, I think it's just there's a lot of competition as far as that age gap. Unless you can sing really good or you guys play crazy, then it's going to be hard just because there's so many grupos nowadays. Not only in Chicago, but
Everywhere, dude.
everywhere, bro.
Well, that's the thing I don't get though. Like, I actually specifically when I go to this, because I used to grabar for La Reserva.
Oh,
Right, I used to do the social media. That's how I got really in.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. I'm
I
telling
didn't
you.
know that.
That's what my boy Rambo
Shout
from
out.
Evanston. Yeah, he's from Evanston también, and
Oh, shit.
he's that one.
Here? Dang.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes away.
Far.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Fuck.
But going through there, I see a group of 5 people, 3 people, and I look through the social media. Not even just La Reserva, because I told him no one's posting, bro. I'm just like, if I'm doing this and you're doing this and we're uploading like 3 times a fucking week, a day, I mean, why aren't these people in these grupos uploading every day? Like, there's 3 people here. Each of you upload like once a day, bro. You guys will expand. Like, I don't
That's
get.
literally what I tell him. I love, look, like, everybody that's part of the Impresa, I love y'all. But this is exactly what he said is exactly what needs to happen. Like, the people expect that one video a day is enough. Like, it's not. Like, you have to realize the million of users are on that app and
Yeah.
how many videos get posted a day. So the algorithm's never in our favor, you know, unless we're famous. You know, we're not
Yeah,
famous,
big
you
name.
know?
Yeah, for sure. We're not famous yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But because we do it so consistently, that's why we get the numbers.
For sure.
You know, because there comes to a point where it's like, man, I keep seeing these guys. Well, fuck it, I'm gonna follow them. You know?
Yeah.
I like, they actually make a point. Oh, they're from here. You know, and now we start to build that fan base, and people just aren't ready to give it that time. And I be telling guys, bro, all the time, they're like, bro, there's 5 members in this group. Why can't all 5 of y'all post the same video? Well, what does it cost y'all?
Yep.
Like, we're our own promoters, bro. We're
Yep.
our own #1 fans first. And if we don't put that in front, ain't nobody ever gonna believe in that, you know?
And that's what I don't get. I'm just like, it's no offense to like people else, because like I video edited,
Yeah.
you video edited for other people. It's just like, I will be honest, like, you don't need me. You just have to stop being lazy.
Yeah, that's
Pick
what
up your phone, record yourself doing it, go on live. You have 3 people here. One of you guys posts each and every other day. one video a day to start, and then boom, start enhance. It's free, and it's free.
It's free, literally.
Bro,
And and the side that we try to push as well is right when we do shoot the music video, right?
Yeah.
The one that we're actually acting and all that. Then we get into the habit of clipping that. Oh, you ready, bro? Game over. Now we're able to push our own content because you're already used to clipping it, and you're not. You get. I think what it is like people don't want their page to be so spammy. You know what I'm saying? I think so because I feel like a lot of times, like Instagram especially, like when you go to somebody's Instagram feed, I feel like, or like when they're post and you see their actual profile, I feel like it's more aesthetically pleasing when it's like, oh, they have their things organized. It's like a color combo or a certain picture niche or yada yada yada.
for sure.
When it's too much of just like random stuff, then it's like, oh, this is just a spam page.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
It's like a clip page, you know, and people tend not to follow that page anymore because it's the same content being released on there. Unless you change the name to something like clips, now it's more reasonable for people to follow and be like, oh, this is just a fan page. You know what I'm saying?
That's also too. I remember I mentioned it to you too. It's like, well, for the Grupos aspect, they should make a fan page.
Yeah,
even if it's not, right? It doesn't even matter. No one's gonna know.
Yeah, no one's gonna.
Make 3 fan pages and just upload clips there, and that's it.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity with social media, and that's why the younger, I want to say the younger are taking advantage, like El Malo, Los de la Home,
Yeah, definitely.
La Diferente Frecuencia, like all these people are killing the game right now.
Yeah. Those guys are prime examples of literally what we're talking about. Like they literally do and breathe what we say, which is the clipping. Like again, the more you could do it, eventually someone else is gonna clip it.
Yep.
Fortunately, that's the stage that they're at. You know, they don't have to do that no more. They got other people doing it.
True.
You know,
there's just so many opportunities because I feel like you have to show your personality.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because like if you sing a cover, if you sing that, okay, cool. Yeah, I know you can sing, but there's other like 10 motherfuckers that know how to sing.
Yeah, the same song.
What's gonna hook me to you to actually be like, okay, J.O.P. started doing Fuerza Regida before he started doing like Pegando. He did vlogs.
Yeah,
he's funny as hell.
Bro, I watched those vlogs before I even thought about doing the cameras.
For sure, he's crazy, and you laugh. Yeah, bro. He's just has personality. He's funny, and then you're like, damn, look at you going different style. Boom, exactly. Boom. That's what makes some little diverse.
Definitely.
Right, and that's what I told you. It brings me back to this diverse in your thing. You know me because I started maybe blowing up with the Grupos thing.
Yeah, definitely.
But if you like actually go and maneuver, I'm not saying you should. Maybe someone else finds me. I've traveled over here. I interviewed this person. I've interviewed that person. I've done English. I've done Spanglish. I've done Palestine. I've done Israel. I've done the shit. So, but each of those.
How many languages do you know?
Just 2. But I'm talking about like I'm good with politics.
Okay, cool.
But like I actually dive in with like I talk to these. It's hard to explain, pero. That's what I'm saying. There's so many opportunities because like someone can just find you and you're just like, oh shoot, he does this, he does that. Boy, wait, he's funny.
Yeah.
But also he can be very professional.
Yeah, exactly.
His vocabulary, he can talk to a gangster, but he can talk to a businessman that's worth millions of dollars.
I think that's where a lot of my character comes from is that like I'm such an open person, like an open book. Really, like people may look at me and be like, oh, he's got a resting bitch face. Yeah, he looks like an asshole. But then they come up to me and actually start to work for me. But I'm like,
for sure.
I just have so much energy just because, like, there's nothing in this world, bro, that I could be mad about, bro. Honestly, I'm at a great point that I'm just content with life right now. Like, I just need that to be preserved as long as I could be here, you know? So, and I feel like guys just gotta be that way too, you know?
I mean, dude, like I told you, and I sent you a text, and I actually truly mean it.
Yeah, hey, bro, that meant a lot, dog. That meant a lot.
25, bro. I'm 25. You're 25. You have a fucking kid, and you're still building this. So for anyone that I see is making an excuse, doesn't want to go to the gym, doesn't want to start their dream, bro, like you're doing it. You're like living, breathe. That's why I told you in the beginning. Maybe having a kid and maybe what you went through was the start of your career. Was
100%
the reason why you're actually elevating. Because maybe if it didn't happen, you would have been nothing, right?
No, yeah, exactly. I personally believe if I didn't have a son, I think I still would have been in garbage man or pumping water bodies. Because again, I was comfortable. I was so comfortable with that life that I knew I was gonna get a good check every week. Still could go out, do whatever. I can only imagine if I didn't have a son, like how much of that bad stuff that I was doing, I would have caved into. Right. You know, so now that I have to always think about my son, right? Like in anything I do, now it just gives me a different perspective on things. Life, you know, and for me, like I said, everything that I do, you know, the dream box, how I came up with the word dream box, I literally was The word dream just always fascinated me. I don't know why. And I think it's because my parents instilled that in me, and they've always told me to like chase my dreams. Always, always, always. From 1 to 25 years old, they still tell me every day, bro, keep chasing your dreams, because what you're doing is you're living like we're living a fantasy right now, right? Like, I'm getting paid off of a camera. Everything that I'm doing is getting paid off of not even recording myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm making other people look good.
Yep.
You know, and for me to have that, I guess that last thought in their mind being like, "Oh, bro, this guy made me look good." That's always gonna be something where when we meet again, you're always gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that's him. That's the guy who made me, do that video, made me look great." And for me to, again, not only make money and make people feel that way, and I still got my son doing good, bro. What more can I ask for?
You're alive, bro.
And I'm alive.
When you're healthy, you're asking for a Lambo, a truck, every other stuff. But then when you're sick, you're only asking for health. That's what I'm saying. It's a normal thing, and like I feel like everything, people complain all that stuff and say, bro, just get to fucking work.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
Get to work and be the best you can ever do.
That's all you could do.
And that's what I like, and that's what I tell people. I'm just like, don't be a bitch.
Yeah, you got to, bro. Like, you can't
lazy,
be scared, bro. You can't be scared. You can't. What I think is like you got to stop thinking of what other people think of you.
Oh,
bro, because that's the biggest factor. And I feel like everybody's heard that before.
Oh yeah,
it's just being naive to the situation, like really realizing like, okay, maybe that life that I have isn't really the one that I should be in.
Yeah,
because I deserve more, and everybody deserves more
for sure.
Like money's not everything, but money definitely does buy happiness. I feel like only because
100%.
Only because like if we didn't, then how would we eat? It's not like we live in a communist society where everyone gets the same share of whatever it is. We gotta feed ourselves. So
internally, it'll buy happiness internally, temporarily, but around you is the real happiness, because your kids are good, your parents, you see them enjoy the fruit of your labor.
Exactly.
And I think that's why money buys happiness,
100%.
Right? But everyone has a different POV.
No, exactly.
But I want to ask you this, Adrian. Now, since you actually work with a bunch of grupos and you have a little experience, you have a lot of experience now, who would you want to see like a good collab then?
Here in Chicago?
Yeah.
All my grupos with anybody in Chicago. Only because the reason why I say that is because the groups that I have, one, are talented, and two, the outside grupos are just scared to probably like spend money on the videographers' audios. But if you're willing to collaborate with us and actually have good names, yada yada yada, bro, let's work. Like, don't worry about the cost of things. Don't worry about nothing. Just come with us with a game plan, really, and we'll work. I feel like everyone's just so like, I need to keep this for myself. I don't want to share any other group member's story because they're in another group. Like, we need to stop that. The moment we stop like hating on each other, bro, it's so easy for Chicago music to blow up because there's a lot of talented people here.
And that's why I asked you right now. Well, this is specifically why I'm trying to ask you. It's just that since you are doing the magic behind the camera and you know what's gonna work.
Yeah.
Who would you want to see? Who would you want to help work together?
I would say the one that would be the craziest one. One for sure is a solo. I don't know if you know who he is. Bino. Do you know Bino? Gambino. He's the singer of La Encantadora. Bro, maybe on TikTok he plays a guitar and he's singing too. No, but that guy could sing. He's a really dope singer. Like, here in Chicago again, he's part of La Encantadora, bro. Fire. And I think him, Ramiro, and Hector would be like a fire collab. Those three,
A trio.
Just because Gambino, he's part of a banda, right? So I feel like when you are a part of a banda, like, you got to take on the identity of the 16 other guys that are with you. You know what I'm saying?
Oscar de Maidon started in La Banda too, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and like that's why I asked if you seen my Bino's TikToks, because he does like the sit down and just plays on the guitar, and he sings really good. He just, again, I feel like I don't think he's dabbled in the Hector Ramiro creative side of things. Like the cars, the dark lighting, all that stuff. He's the Vivo live
For
singing
sure.
type of, because he's in the banda,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
they do a lot of
It's just different thing.
pretty cinematic things, you know.
Because I've always said, we have people like you,
Yeah.
right? So you can make a bomb-ass video. We have this producer that came back to Chicago, David Segura. And now we have all this talent. We can make a AMK.
Yeah, bro. Literally,
like
if we
that.
wanted to, and that's why I always say too, bro. There's no hate in my heart. Like, I love everybody. I love comedy music. I love DLS. I love everybody. Even though we might not talk like that no more, they were literally the staples of what I'm trying to create in the box, right? Because I'm my own label, right? I don't got no investors. I don't have everything that I'm putting in is everything that I've been working on the camera, the weddings, the restaurant. So I'm putting
money.
the whatever it is. But regardless of what it is, I'm putting it back to my guys,
sure.
like the studio time, we got to go rent this. We got to go get the models. I don't want you to worry about nothing like that. I just want you to pull up and let's do it, you know, like, and that's what I always try to stress to my guys is like, we just got to take advantage of it. And I feel like if we were all to come together, like collectively, like as a massive, like community, bruh, we would easily take over like Rancho Mille. Easily, bruh. But alone in the Grupo community, there's enough people to share content for things to blow up daily, bro. But what happens? Everyone's so
The ego.
to themselves. It's the ego.
Is the ego.
Yeah, bro, unfortunately.
And not even just bandas, it's everything in every single niche.
And
There's egos here either where someone thinks they're better than this. At the end of the day, the real winner is the last one's man standing, bro.
Exactly, bro.
Because noise is going to be everywhere. You know, everyone's going to talk. Everyone's going to say something. And like I like how Hector said it too. Like, bro, end of the day, I mean, he's been doing it for 10 years, maybe more.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the last ones standing, like OG ones.
100%.
So it's just like people might talk. I'm just like, I'm laughing, cool, but I'm still going to post.
Yeah, he's still gonna
post.
Yeah. And he's still gonna get a lot of shares, a lot of like people to pull up. It's just because he's literally one of the standing legends here, you know.
And not even just that. I'm just like in general too, for just like anyone and people like stuff like that. It's just end of the day, bro. Just post. I mean, I feel like a lot of people get butthurt with certain comments people get or whatever. I'm just like, bro, stop being a bitch.
Yeah,
And be number one.
Yeah.
It's like you tell me right now you want to be the best videographer of all time. Why the fuck can't you?
Literally.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna be the best interview of all time.
Have to.
There's no other choice. And that's why I like having these conversations with like-minded people too, because you can tell right away who actually wants it or not, right? Because they'll do whatever they'll do whatever
Definitely.
for it. But no, Adrian, I mean, now since I've interviewed you for like the past hour and 2 minutes, I don't know if you want some questions you want to ask me, but if you don't,
I got one for sure, bro. I literally thought that you were only doing Grupos. I didn't know you've been doing this for a while, bro.
2.5 years, yeah. About to be 3. About to be 3 in a month. Yeah.
But content other than Grupos, right? So
Yeah.
what other content specifically did you work on? Like vlogs, but like,
Bro, I've done.
So you interview like business people. Have you you know who somebody you got interviewed?
I've done Billy McFarland. You know Billy McFarland?
No.
The guy, the scammer that did Fire Festival?
No,
I've interviewed him. Yeah, I interviewed him.
I gotta see that. I didn't know you did that.
Vic Mensa. I'm in a good Kush Poppies from Chicago. I've told you I've traveled to California. I've done like Las Vegas Juntas. I went to Latin Grammys in November.
Shout out Tony Rocks.
Tony Rocks, yeah. Yeah, dude, I've done Connecticut. What else? I've done pranks. I do crowd work. I don't give a fuck. That's how I started. I did crowd works in Loyola here in the beach, going to Chicago.
That's where I went to school. Loyola? Yeah, I was dorm there for like 2 years.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah, and then I dropped out. I was like, out.
I mean, COVID, right?
Yeah, COVID.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, there's no point in me being here.
You probably even see me there just recording because I would go to Loyola DePaul and just, bro,
Crazy.
Las Varitas, they just go up there and just like, oh my God. I'm like,
they're down. They're always
down.
They're
bro.
always down. Nah.
But nah, dude, I've dealt with everything, bro. I've done like I said, I've hit politics. I love politics, musicians, rappers. I'm trying to think of like a lot, but I have to go through like my thing.
You got them all written down and stuff. Fire.
Yeah, I mean it's all there on my page.
Man, so when do you leave now?
July 7th. And that's the limit. I'm telling you, this is our reason,
bro. That's coming.
Just for this. So
appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for having me here.
No, yeah, for sure, Adrian. I mean, sky's the limit, and yeah, Yeah, bro, that's the last question. You got any more question? I put you in the hot seat, so if you have any personal, I don't hold back.
Trying to think.
If not, like I said, because I just
What you think about this situation that's going on currently with Iran? This whole. Well, what, you think like we might take some damage? Like, you think there's a chance that me and you might go to
the war, draft.
yeah.
Nah,
Me no. By the way, I can't.
no. Why?
I'm a felon.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
dude, we should send you, bro. What the fuck?
What?
No,
I can't, bro. I can't.
No.
I serve my time, bro.
Wait, serious? I don't know. I don't want to get.
No, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna go to war, but I think we are gonna get attacked. And specific
Like here, or you think like in the bases that?
here.
Oh yeah, for
Oh yeah, for 100%. But I feel like they're not gonna do it physically first. I feel like that's gonna come after they take out like cybersecurity first.
Okay, that's
So they'll probably get into our internet first because that's the most accessible. And I feel like China already has been trying to do that. They can do that actually. Fuck with our Wi-Fi, fuck with our internet, cybersecurity. They can get into that quicker. Then probably they can come in here.
yeah,
Right?
definitely.
Even though it's already internal, the people are already in here, right?
Yeah, that was a crazy post that they made in the that situation. That was crazy.
They have people already in here.
Sleepers,
Oh.
sleeper cells, right? I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. So I just feel like they'll attack our internet first, like our social media.
Yeah,
They'll attack that first, and then once they have that a little bit figured out, then they'll attack us physically. That's what I think.
yeah.
But who knows how it's gonna go, right?
All I know is I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
They might just Allahu Akbar us, whoever, bro. Like,
Hey, all I know is I need to get my dual citizenship in
you
like
going to Mexico?
the next couple months. Yeah, I have to.
But no, Adrian, I mean, thank you for hopping on the pod, bro. And
Appreciate you, bro.
yeah, bro, we're gonna fucking just flood the algorithm.
You already know as much as we can.
All right, bro.